Hey y'all, Stacy here. Are you ready for a mayhem-filled episode of Warmer Watch? I know I am. I'm so excited about this warmer. Before we get started, as a quick reminder, I am a Scentsy consultant, but this is just the process that I take my personal warmers through to make sure that I'm 100% satisfied within the 30-day satisfaction guarantee that Scentsy offers. So this is not a scientific process, and there is no guarantee that this is the way the warmer should work or will work for you in your home, or that my preferences are going to be the things that you look for. The first thing that surprised me is the materials used. I was expecting the whole thing to be ceramic, but as you can see here, the head and the hands seem to be like a collectible doll type plastic, and the robe is ceramic. And then we do also have a glass dish. So three different materials. I love that they have included Maleficent's dragon form in the bottom, and this is the way that I like to see this type of art represented. It seems fully encased in the glass, so I don't imagine that there will be any damage brought to it by the heating element. Now, the robe and the ceramic pieces of this are gorgeous to me. It is heavy and beautiful and wonderful, just really elegant. I'm just checking for any sort of glaze defects in the ceramic parts. I love how well they've done sort of the cape and her stylized horns on the top of her outfit. Just so beautiful, the classic Maleficent. Even though this face does seem to be a plastic material, the painting and just spot on accuracy of it is gorgeous to me. I love it. I'm very, very satisfied. What I'm not satisfied with is this. There is a little defect in the painting on her headdress. And so, because of that reason, I am going to be sending this warmer back. Hopefully, they'll be able to swap it out for me. I have already made my claim. You can see the hands are also this sort of plasticky material, but I'm not sure that I think that's a problem. I think ultimately it might be a win for the warmer. I just am a little bit concerned about the detailing and whether or not the different materials will age differently. We do have our traditional single action toggle switch here. You may have noticed there's not an indicator light on the back. That's because this green LED light at the cauldron base serves as your indicator light, and it lets you know that the warmer is on. This thing is so magical. It really brings that classic Maleficent look to life in a way that is so special. Now, I am going to be using, of course, Mistress of Evil, her scent that came out with the warmer. It's Gardenia Musk, Juicy Blood Orange, and Satsuma Plum. The Satsuma Plum in here is a really unique and wonderful addition to the scent notes. It's a tart, juicy, very flavorful plum that's really present. And you do definitely pick up the musk in the scent notes of this bar. So I think it does lean a little perfumey, but it is primarily, to my nose, a fruity bar. This is a very juicy, rich, fruity, wonderful fragrance. Now, if this is your first warmer watch with me, hi, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And if it's not your first, bear with me for just one moment. I want to talk to you about that little timer in the corner. So the way that I do my warmer watches is I just set up my phone and I investigate my warmer and I take it through its paces. But one of the things that I do is I watch a single cube of wax melt, and that typically takes about 30 minutes, and nobody's got time to sit around and chat about wax for 30 minutes. So from the time that I set that single cube of wax in, I set my phone to time lapse. So we're moving at about 5 times speed throughout this process, and I've rejoined you from the future in voiceover. When we get to the end, when the wax has melted, I will be rejoining you live, which technically is in the past, which is a bit of a head scratcher. And I'll be sharing kind of what the temperature is and all of that. But before we go back in time, let's talk about this warmer and some of the features that I haven't mentioned up to now. Now, this is, according to my box, a 13-watt element warmer, which is exciting to me. I love a 12-watt and up Scentsy warmer, and I have high expectations as soon as I see 13 watts, especially because this only has two actions. The 13 watts is powering, your green LED glow and then heating the wax cube. So there's not a whole lot of other action that's happening within this warmer. And I was very impressed, spoiler alert, with the speed with which this warmer melted the wax. What I will say is, I think it's so important to be authentic about the fact that I am sending this warmer back because of a cosmetic issue on the headdress. And I know that can seem like, oh, should I really go through that trouble? And in my opinion, you should. And hopefully you can reach out to your consultant if you're not a consultant. But I find Scentsy really responsive, particularly within their 30-day satisfaction guarantee, to make sure that you are 100% satisfied with your warmer, and it's not nitpicky to want your warmer to look awesome from the start. I cannot believe this wax pool looks so clear and fully melted. I think we are done at 12 minutes and 38 seconds. I'm just going to test this wax pool and see what temperature we got to. I'm going to try and make sure I get all of the air. That cannot be right. Let me see. Let me double check. I feel like maybe I only got the outside edge before I share that with you. Let's see. I get in the center. Yes, that is correct. So, wow. So we are at like 155 with an average of 153 already in 12 minutes. Let me just try and go everywhere again and double check. That seems for well, 13 minutes, but still. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay. So this warmer came to temperature in about half the time that I expected it to. So pretty pleased with that. If you enjoy this content, I'd love you to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that we can stay in touch. I'd love to hear in the comments below, did you pick up the Maleficent warmer? What are your thoughts? And if not, have you picked up anything from the Harvest collection? If so, what's your favorite Harvest collection item?